DocTalk is brought to you by Merck Animal Health. At Merck Animal Health, we're shaping the future of animal health with pioneering science, connected technology, and insights-driven solutions to bring our customers an unparalleled portfolio of choices to improve cattle care and operational efficiency. We support you and your legacy by helping you meet the challenges of today with the innovations of tomorrow.
Hey folks, welcome to DocTalk. We got Dr. AJ Tarpoff with us today. We're going to talk about the Beef Quality Assurance Audit, so much more. We're here at Kansas State University. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you right after this message.
When you spot BRD in your cattle, that's your golden opportunity to target infection and its associated fever with a single dose of Resflor Gold, the industry standard dual therapy. To learn more, talk to your Merck Animal Health rep or your vet and see label at resflorgold.com. Animals intended for human consumption must not be slaughtered within 38 days of treatment. This product is not approved for use in female dairy cattle 20 months of age or older, including dry dairy cows.
Hey folks, welcome to DocTalk. We have a special guest today, which is no stranger to you. It's Dr. AJ Tarpoff. I'm Dr. Dan Thompson, and we're here at Kansas State University, where Dr. Tarpoff serves as the Beef Extension Veterinarian, right? Beef Extension Veterinarian.
Yeah, Beef Extension Veterinarian.
There you go. Yeah. He serves the entire state of Kansas on all things bovine, veterinary medicine, and beyond. If you've seen Beef Quality Assurance, or if you've seen the programming that he does with cow-calf, stocker, feedlot operations, just a wealth of information. He's located in the Department of Animal Sciences and Industry, and we're just really thankful you'd be on the show.
Yeah, pleasure to be here.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so talk to us about what is the Beef Quality Assurance Audit.
Yeah, the Beef Quality Audit.
Yep.
This is 30 years in the making. This isn't a brand new program by any means. But the Beef Quality Audit, what is it? To me, kind of the simple way to think about it, it's an internal objective snapshot of where we are in the beef industry. So essentially, if we need to know what we do well, maybe what we don't do well, areas of improvement, if we want to have a focused, really true focused, continuous improvement of the beef cattle industry, we need some data, right? And we're better to generate that data than from within. We need that objective measurement, so we know we're not, we can take it if we need to improve something. Mm-hmm. We need to understand that. So we need good data, and our best management decisions are always based on good data. So where the Beef Quality Audit comes into is this is a huge teamwork. Okay, this is not just one university or one research group. These are researchers and groups from all over the U.S. that team up together to be able to pool these resources, pool this data together to give that internal snapshot of here's where we are today. Yep. Here's where we want to go.
Yep. And so they go into slaughter facilities and I mean, this isn't something, I mean, this, like you said, it's a coordinated effort, but it's a nationally coordinated effort. So tell me what they did.
Yeah, so what they did is kind of the first segment that we can talk about is some of the interviews. So we actually interviewed, the folks interviewed different segments of the industry. Okay, both the packers, the retail, the food service, our government trade organizations, trying to sell our products, our beef products overseas. So all of those different groups, we asked them, what do you think about beef? What do you think about the industry? What's good? What would you like to see more of? So that was kind of the survey information. The second is kind of at the slaughter facility. Okay, live animals coming in. So transportation, we get to see transportation, animals stepping off the truck, both at steer and heifer slaughter facilities, as well as some of our cull cow operations. Then we go inside the plant and actually see those hanging beef carcasses. What do they look like? What are the grades? What are some of the quality attributes hanging on the rail?
Wow. So people, live cattle, and then carcasses. Mm-hmm. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to learn more about what we found in the Beef Quality Audit. We're working here today with Dr. AJ Tarpoff. We're at Kansas State University. We're glad you joined us, and we'll be right back. Hey folks, welcome to Cattle Intel by Neogen. And today we're talking again about biosecurity. And one of the big practices of biosecurity is introduction of new animals to your herd. If you have a closed herd and you're going to bring new animals in, it's best to isolate those animals and quarantine them for at least 30 days. The reason why we isolate and quarantine for 30 days is because most disease processes will be cleared within 30 days. If you want to use diagnostics to test for certain diseases like BVD, you can do that, which will speed the quarantine process up, allowing you to make herd introductions. But isolation and quarantine is a great practice for biosecurity. Thanks for joining us on Cattle Intel, sponsored by Neogen.
Are you a cattle feeder looking to manage for a stronger and more profitable set of cattle? Look no further than Igenity Feeder. Igenity Feeder utilizes DNA to gain insight into your cattle's genomic potential, with the information to predict performance, quality, and economic endpoints for cattle feeders. Animals are scored and ranked in a simple format, driving more precise and accurate management decisions. Igenity Feeder gives you the power to predict days on feed, manage variability within lots, characterize carcass performance, and focus on metrics important to you and your operation. With the data provided, you will identify superior animals earlier and maintain high operational efficiency. Maximize your profit and optimize performance with Igenity Feeder.
They're here, they're hungry, and they can't be stopped with ivermectin. Choose Safeguard when you deworm your cattle to take out resistant parasites like brown stomach worm, Cooperia, Nematodirus, and others. With Safeguard's efficacy, you can kill more resistant worms in your cattle, so you don't leave potential on the table. Consult your veterinarian for the diagnosis and treatment of parasitism, then bite back at safeguardworks.com.
Hey folks, welcome back to DocTalk. Dr. Dan Thompson with Dr. AJ Tarpoff, and we're here in Manhattan, Kansas at Kansas State University, where Dr. Tarpoff serves as the Beef Extension Veterinarian for the state of Kansas. He is also an associate professor in the Department of Animal Sciences and Industry, and has been one of our key leaders in beef quality assurance in the United States. Nobody trains more people than Dr. Tarpoff, and he will get that National Educator Award, and I'll be very, very supportive. When we start to think about this, and you said we did the surveys, what did we find in the surveys?
You know what? One of the big pieces I took away from the survey, because there's an enormous amount of data, so I'll kind of take away my key findings. We've all heard about COVID-19 and how the industries and how it's been positive or negative for some. I just want to point out that it really showed through on the surveys. Beef performed. During the pandemic, when people cooking at home, beef really came through. Our industry came through. We were able to grow. We were able to adapt. We were able to change on the fly. So I think one big take home is our resiliency. It showed some areas of improvement, but we were really able to come through as an industry.
That's awesome, because there are a lot of industries that did not survive COVID.
Yeah.
And not only did we survive it, we thrived.
Yeah, we thrived, and we really showed and brought forward our best effort. This says, you know what? People love beef, and that really showed through to us. It also gave us some opportunities that, branding, right? So a lot of our folks that are selling our beef products in the industry, they want to take it a step further. They want to know more about the animals that the beef is coming from.
Yeah.
So they're asking more about genetics. They're asking more about beef quality assurance and the producers that are actually producing those food products. So all of these things are, in my opinion, are a positive. Right.
Yep.
So we have a positive. They want to know more. Our consumers want to know more. We want to share this information at a broader scale.
And I think that when you're watching this as a producer or a veterinarian, understanding that the last 3 feet between the consumer and our industry is the retailer.
Yep.
And providing them that information helps them sell more beef.
When we empower the person that has face-to-face with our consumer, that when we empower them with how we do things, it helps them sell more of our product.
Yep.
And it really shows through, especially when we can get those individuals together, when we can get retailers and food service folks meeting ranchers so they can help tell the story of our industry. I think that's all a big positive.
Nobody can sell beef better than a rancher or someone that's out doing it, and to when you meet with a consumer, because it's just so genuine, it's so real, and we're being transparent. And if we do that through our retails sectors, it's an unstoppable machine.
I agree 100%.
So let's kind of wrap up on the survey. So COVID, we thrived. More branded products. Anything else that kind of stood out when you thought about that?
One thing that did come through, and it kind of has to do with, the pandemic, but more importantly, since 2016, which is the last beef quality audit, our efficiency, our efficiency from all the way through the sectors, not just creating beef in the live animal side, but from the beef side all the way through to consumer, our efficiency as an industry has just increased.
Okay.
So as efficient as we are on the world scale, we're continuing with that continuous improvement. Our industry throughout all the different segments is continuing that striving for perfection, knowing we're never going to be perfect, but we're always taking that next step forward to increase efficiency, increase utilization of people, labor, everything. So we're continuously improving.
Perfect.
Yep.
Folks, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about the live animal segment of the beef quality audit with Dr. A.J. Tarpoff.
Plant the seeds of financial security today with United Patriot Coins Precious Metal Starter Pack, the Patriot Pack. Exclusive offer for our DocTalk family. Call now and secure your financial future. Strengthen your roots with silver and gold. Call United Patriot Coin today and ask for the DocTalk special offer.
Success in the cattle business hinges on a lot of different people playing their part, from the vet to the cowboy and the nutritionist to the feed truck driver. You rely on them to get their job done right, and so do your cattle. Your expectations for the vaccines you use should be no different. Bimeta's cattle vaccines were developed and are made and sold by men and women in the cattle business. No smoke and mirrors, just real-world protection that you can rely on. Go to BimetaBiologicals.com to learn more.
In the livestock industry, castration is a common practice to ensure proper herd management. All methods are painful, regardless of the age of the animal. At Solvit, we could not ignore the clear industry need for better castration solutions. So we developed Lidoband, a novel lidocaine-impregnated elastrator, addressing the pain associated with band castration. It provides local anesthesia throughout the castration process. Lidoband, a small device that can make a big difference.
Ranchers, looking to elevate your pasture management game? Turn to Heinen Brothers for expert aerial application. With state-of-the-art equipment and seasoned pilots, we deliver precision treatments right to your fields. From fertilizers to herbicides, Heinen Brothers has your pasture covered. Visit HeinenBrosAg.com to learn more.
When the ones who have your heart need your help, count on us for everything they deserve, delivered fast. We'll work hard for you so you can work hard for your dreams.
Hey folks, welcome back to DocTalk. I'm Dr. Dan Thompson, and I'm here with my friend and colleague, Dr. A.J. Tarpoff, who's a veterinarian. He's, matter of fact, he's the beef extension veterinarian for the state of Kansas and beyond. He is a staple for the Beef Quality Assurance Program in this state, and he serves as an associate professor in the Department of Animal Sciences and Industries. And if you're dealing with beef cattle, whether it's stockers, cow-calf, feedlot, or even retail, this guy's in the middle of it. And so to get him to come and be on the show is great for me and for you. Let's talk about you said the live animal area of the survey. What'd they find about the cattle coming in?
Well, let's start right there. Cattle coming in, transportation.
Yep.
Several years ago, the Beef Quality Assurance Program launched a new program called the Beef Quality Assurance Transportation Certification. So our truck drivers that are out there hauling livestock throughout the United States have a certification that they can take to be able to keep them up to date with best management practices to properly haul and care and move those animals. One thing that I took away from the beef quality audit is the vast majority of our truck haulers are utilizing that BQAT as their certification to be able to haul in for our finished fed cattle. Okay, so that's just shown the growth and the acceptance of that program, which I think is a big positive. The other piece of kind of the transportation for our fed cattle. What does that look like? And kind of a snapshot to envision, most of our cattle that are going to commercial slaughter are being transported about 3 hours. Okay, 3 hours from feedlot to harvest, so relatively close. That just kind of matches what we see within the industry. Now, one area of improvement that we can make, okay, we've talked about improved efficiency, improved education through BQAT. We did see a slight increase in some of our slight lameness. Okay, so a little bit of head bobbing, still keeping up with the rest of the group. It wasn't quite as good on the mobility scores as what we saw in 2016. So that's an area of continuous improvement that we're always focusing on that I think we can continue.
Is part of that have to do with feeding these cattle much bigger than what we did in 2016, or can that play a role in this?
Really, it's all management factors that go into mobility, and we'll talk about size because yes, our animals have changed over the years. We are feeding animals to a larger size, a larger live weight. Okay, we've also changed some of the composition of our animals. We're seeing less eared type animals, less Brahman influence, less Holstein influence, and we're seeing more black-hided, more native type hides coming through.
And I'm assuming the beef on dairy cross has really changed everybody talks about it's not really increasing the number of animals coming into our feeding, it's just changing them to a crossed animal rather than feeding straight Holsteins. Yeah,
it's changed that demographic, and that really showed through from the number of fed Holsteins. Has, just by hide color has decreased tremendously. That really goes into utilizing the crossbred to be able to get a higher yield on that beef carcass.
Cool. Anything else on the live animal side?
That's the key focus from the live animal side is transportation, making sure that those animals are coming in at a good, on the market side. On cull cows, really focusing on an area of improvement that we could have is making sure that we have adequate flesh, adequate muscling, but we'll talk more about that in a few minutes.
Perfect. Well, we're off and running. When we come back, we'll wrap up with Dr. A.J. Tarpoff talking about the Beef Quality Audit. Hey folks, for your firearm and ammo needs, for gun safes and much, much more, and to have it personalized, come visit us at United Patriot Supply outside of Seneca, Kansas. You can also visit us online at unitedpatriotsupply.com. Be sure to say that Dr. Dan and DocTalk sent you, and we'll see you down the road.
Hey, I'm Clark Victory. I grew up right here on this little ranch near Chelsea, Oklahoma. Roped and ranched all my life. A few years ago, I had an injury that created what they call a frozen shoulder. And after speaking with the surgeon in Tulsa, he told me that he could make my shoulder better if he did surgery, but he absolutely couldn't fix it. And I called Kansas Regenerative Medical Center. I did the stem cell replacement. By 12:30, my wife and I had lunch and was driving back to Chelsea. We work around here. Some days we work pretty hard around here, and my right shoulder doesn't get sore. It's like a baby's arm. The cost of an open cow these days is very expensive. It's hard at times to dedicate a half a day or a whole day to leave your practice to go palpate cows. And so Alertus Test has helped speed the process up of getting preg rates back to the owners. And so free up time for diagnostics or working in your clinic. It also will help generate revenue, not being on site to do the testing.
When it comes to treating BRD, you want a product that you can count on to get the job done at an affordable price. Macrosyn by Bimeda delivers on both. A straight shooting, no BS tulathromycin that does what it's supposed to do. End of story. You don't need to take our word for it though. Go to macrosyn.com for customer testimonials and head-to-head trial results. For your cattle and your bottom line, choose Macrosyn.
When the ones who have your heart need your help, count on us for everything they deserve, delivered fast. We'll work hard for you so you can work hard for your dreams.
Hey folks, welcome back to DocTalk. Dr. Dan Thompson here with Dr. AJ Tarpoff, who is the Beef Extension Veterinarian for the state of Kansas. He's an associate professor in the Department of Animal Sciences and Industry, and he's just a wealth of information. He's somebody that I go to help with our practice, to help with things that are going on in the field, just provide clarity. And as you've seen today, someone who's quite passionate about the beef industry. AJ, when we got into the findings on the carcass side, there's some pretty interesting things, wasn't there?
This is, I guess, the best way to start this conversation is it's a great time to be a beef consumer. So, and what I mean by that is what we've shown is the trends from the beef industry is we are answering the call of the consumer. The consumer wants a higher quality, a higher marbled product, and that's what they're asking. We've delivered. We have the highest amount of high choice and prime carcasses that we've ever measured in the beef quality audit. Wow. So that means good steaks, good beef, higher quality. So yes, we're actually having larger carcasses. We have fewer animals entering the chain, okay, a little bit smaller cow herd, but we are getting larger carcasses of a higher quality than we ever have.
Yep. As you said, fewer animals, larger carcass. We're also getting some bigger steaks too.
Yep. And the biggest thing that what we've seen from this and asking from some of the back to the survey is as long as it's consistent. Our customers, as long as we keep a consistent product going through, and that's what really showed through is, kind of as an industry, we can still make progress in our quality grades. And as an industry, we've kind of put little check marks on, hey, where should we be by the time the next beef quality audit? Our next goal is to have at least 10% of our carcasses grade prime, USDA prime. Which we can get there. We can absolutely get there. That'll help really capitalize on the quality and the value of those carcasses, but also making sure that we don't get overly fat carcasses. So we can hit a yield grade of mid threes.
Yep.
And we'll be able to get the best of both worlds. And that's really that's one of the big benefits is our quality is beyond belief.
Yep. So let's shift gears over to that cull cow or that market cow market and carcass. What were some of the findings that were there?
Well, number one, we are breaking more of those cull carcasses than we ever have, right? We're capturing some of the value. We're breaking out whole muscle cuts to be able to sell to consumers. And for us, it's a good, for ranchers, especially ranchers and dairymen, whoever's going to be selling some of those cull cows, making sure that it's the days of just going to grind. They're over, right? We're capitalizing on those carcasses, increasing the value. So making sure, one, they're in proper body condition score before they go, and two, making sure they have adequate muscle. One tip that I like to share with cattlemen is, a potential area of improvement are breeding bulls. If they have a breeding injury out in the pasture, hold those animals for about 30 days. It's amazing how much fat cover that those bulls lose during the breeding season. We can really capture some extra value, making sure we hold those animals for a short period of time before they enter the marketplace.
And the market prices for these cull animals is there, and so holding them as long as grain doesn't get out of control on price, you can really add value to the animal you're going to sell and recoup that, right?
Absolutely. There's value to be made, focusing on body condition, focusing on muscling, on the finish side, making sure we focus on marbling, quality grade, as well as matching that with yield grade so we don't get overly fleshy.
Thanks for being on the show.
Always a pleasure.
It's always fun to have Dr. AJ Tarpoff on the show. It's very educational, and I know that everybody got a lot out of this today. Thanks for watching DocTalk. Remember, always work with your local veterinarian. If you want to know more about what we do, you can find us on the web at www.doctalktv.com. I'm Dr. Dan Thompson with Dr. AJ Tarpoff, and we'll see you down the road.
At Merck Animal Health, we're shaping the future of animal health with pioneering science, connected technology, and insights-driven solutions to bring our customers an unparalleled portfolio of choices to improve cattle care and operational efficiency. We support you and your legacy by helping you meet the challenges of today with the innovations of tomorrow.
In the livestock industry, castration is a common practice to ensure proper herd management. All methods are painful, regardless of the age of the animal. At Solvit, we could not ignore the clear industry need for better castration solutions. So we developed LidoBand, a novel lidocaine-impregnated elastrator, addressing the pain associated with band castration. It provides local anesthesia throughout the castration process. LidoBand, a small device that can make a big difference.
From sunrise feeding to midnight calving, it's planning and prepping every last detail so your family can enjoy the finer things in life. It's careful feeding, impeccable breeding, and herd health protocols to keep your slice of the industry forging ahead. More than just a website or print catalog, we're a dedicated partner with everything you need, right when you need it. valleyvet.com.
Plant the seeds of financial security today with United Patriot Coins Precious Metal Starter Pack, the Patriot Pack. Exclusive offer for our DocTalk family. Call now and secure your financial future. Strengthen your roots with silver and gold. Call United Patriot Coin today and ask for the DocTalk special offer.